Hello Year 3, welcome to your next maths lesson. Now before we begin, let's just check if we've got these three things here. So let's just check if we've got our maths book, a sharp pencil and a ruler. Pause the video if you need to get any of that stuff now. And then let's just make sure we're looking at the top right hand of our screen when I'm talking to see if we're just listening for the slide or to see whether you need to get your pencil ready to do an activity. Okay, so today this is our second lesson on scaling. Now, before we begin, let's just write the dates and learning objective in our book, and then have a go at this task below. Pause the video and do that now. Okay, great. Let's go through the answers quickly then. So, I would have liked you to make these numbers 10 times smaller. And making a number 10 times smaller is also the same as, or what you need to know, is the same as dividing by 10, and making it 10 times smaller with dividing by 10. So 50, 10 times smaller, is 5. 90, 10 times smaller, or divided by 10, it's the same thing, is 9. 100 10 times smaller is 10. And 150 10 times smaller is 15. Also, another rule to remember, if you're making a number 10 times smaller, say if we were making 150 10 times smaller, we're just removing one of the zeros at the end of it. Can you see that 15 is 10 times smaller than 150, and it's got the same 2 digits here, but it's just removed the zero. The zero's gone. Okay, so like I said, we are going to be looking at scaling again today, but we're going to look at it in a slightly different way. So here I have two towers, Tower 1 and Tower 2. I can see that Tower 1 is 90 meters tall. Tower 1 is 3 times taller than Tower 2. And I don't know the height of Tower 2, so I need to find out how tall Tower 2 is. And I can use the height of Tower 1 to help me here, 90 meters. And I think the way I'm going to solve this is using a bar model. Okay, so this is how we're going to solve our questions today. So we're going to use a bar model to help us solve this. Now, like the question said, this tower here, Tower 1, is 3 times the size of Tower 2. So I'm going to be drawing 3 bars compared to Tower 2's 1 bar, as it's 3 times bigger. I can then draw across the top 90 meters, because I know Tower 1 is 90 meters. So these 3 parts to a bar model will add up to 90 meters. Now, we have to find the value of Tower 2. As it's 3 times smaller than Tower 1, what we have to do is divide it by 3. So our sum would be 90, because remember, Tower 1's 90 centimeters. 90 divided by 3, which is 30. And now we can fill out the value of these boxes here. So we know that one of these boxes, the value of one of these boxes is 30. So that's the height of Tower 2. And remember, Tower 1 is 3 times the size of that. So 3 lots of 30 is 90 meters. 90 is 3 times greater than 30. Okay, right, your turn to have a go at doing that then. So I would like you, using a bar model, to answer this question. Here are 2 toys. The giraffe is 3 times as tall as the elephant. How tall is the elephant? Now, use a bar model to help you with this. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, let's go through the answers quickly then. So, we can see here that the giraffe is 3 times, well, we know that the giraffe is 3 times bigger than the elephant. The elephant's 3 times smaller than the giraffe. As the giraffe's 3 times bigger than the elephant, we're going to draw 3 parts to our bar model. And we know those 3 parts add up to 60, because that's the height of the giraffe. So our first question we would do is 60 which is the giraffe's height, divided by 3, because that's the amount that's how many parts there are to the bar model here, which is 20. The elephant is 20 centimeters tall, because we know that three parts of this add up to 60, and then 60 divided by 3 is 20. So each part of this bar model represents 20. 60 is 3 times greater than 20. 60 divided by 3 is 20. Okay, we've got another question here. So pencil down because this is a listening slide. I've got a slightly different question here. And it reads, Jess and Jamie have 44 sweets. Jess has, that should be has. Jess has let me just quickly type that in. There we go. Jess has 3 times more sweets than Jamie. How many sweets does Jess have? Now, I'm going to answer this quickly. So, I don't know how many either of them have. I just know altogether there are 44 sweets. And I know that Jess has 3 times more sweets than Jamie. So again, I'm going to draw this out in a bar model first to help me. Because I know Jess has 3 times more, I'm going to be drawing 3 parts of my bar model. And I know Jamie will have 3 less than Jess, so I'm only going to draw 1. So altogether, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4 parts of the when we combine both the bar models. So I'm going to divide by 4. Okay. I'm going to divide 44 by 4 because that's how many sweets there are. This one. 44 divided by 4 is 11. So therefore, we can fill out the different values in our bar model. There's 11 in each part. Now we know this, we can do the second step because we need to find out how many sweets Jess has. And using this bar model, we can multiply the value of 11, because that's how many is in one part, by 3, because there are 3 parts. 11 times 3, or 11 add 11 add 11, is 33. So Jess has 33 sweets. Okay. Right, I would like you to have a go doing this now. This is an activity slide. So Amir and Ron have some playing cards. Amir has twice as many cards as Ron. Altogether, there are 24 cards. How many cards does Amir have? Okay, so draw out the bar models to help you, and have a go at answering this one. Pause the video and do that now. Okay, right, let's go for the answers then. So, firstly, we should have drawn out, or label the names quickly so you know who's who. So Ron is here, and then Amir is here. Just so we can make it clear when I'm showing you how to work it out. So, Ron here, or Amir here, sorry, has twice the amount of cards as Ron, so we should have drawn 2 parts to our bar model, as he has 2 times the amount. Then we need to count up how many parts of the bar model there are altogether. There are 1, 2, 3. So we know we're dividing by 3. And we're dividing 24 by 3 because that's the amount of cards altogether. 24 divided by 3 is 8. Now we've got that, we can fill in our parts to our bar model. Finally, we have to find out how many cards Amir has. So then we have to add these 2 numbers together, or multiply it by 2. 8 add 8, or 8 times 2 is 16. So we know Amir has 16 cards. Well done if you got that correct. Okay, right, now it's your go to have a go at some at the activities now. I would like all of us to get up to question 3 and complete that. I would like most of us to do question 4 as well. And then there's also an extension for some of you to have a go at. These are slightly longer questions to answer, okay? So there's not as many today, but there's still enough for us to be getting on with. So That's it for me talking today. And I can't wait to see your work on Dojo. So have a go at doing these. I'm going to flick through and the answers are at the end.